Hi, so I wanted to do a quick follow-up to the last relationship video I did. I got a couple of questions and someone even sent me a dream. So I'm going to share a little bit about that. And for those who don't know, relationships is my lane. I love talking about relationships. I love helping people in relationships. So that's what I do. And that's one of the reasons why I wanted to relaunch my marriage academy to get people ready and in position for their next. So the first question I got was, the woman is asking, what's a good resource to use to help find scriptures for various issues, right? So I'm guessing whatever you're going through, whatever's pressing you at the moment is what she's asking. And what I highly recommend is a concordance. I believe every believer should have a concordance. And the concordance is really like, normally in the back of a good Bible, you can find a small concordance. So you'll be able to look up infirmity, or you'll be able to look up sadness or depression, and they will give you scriptures that you can speak over your life so that that situation dissipates. Now, it's good to have a little concordance in the back part of your Bible, but I think it's even but better to buy a concordance. So something that would be as thick as a Bible, because then it would cover more issues than just a little bit of pages in the back. So a concordance, that's what they call it. That's what I would recommend for you to find scriptures for various issues that you're going through. I don't really have one that I recommend off the top of my head, but you can Google it, or you can look on Amazon.com and just see if there are any concordances there. And I would say read the reviews of what people are saying about the concordance before you go ahead and purchase it. Okay? All right. So the next question I had, the woman is asking, do you have any advice for long distance military couples? And here's the thing, as I began to, just meditate on this question, what came to mind is the pandemic dating. So there are people who are dating and they're not necessarily long distance. Some are, but some aren't. And what's exciting is the creative ways that people are going about still making time for each other and staying connected, right? So you can begin to incorporate some of those ideas. I mean, you can Google pandemic dating and just see some of the creative ways that you can still have that together time without feeling like you're totally separate. And in addition to that, the three things I would say, pray for the future, right? So you pray in your alone time about your future. So you will know, Lord, is this the person that you would have for me to be with, to marry, to be my husband? I would pray and plan for the future as you pray, so that everything you do is being led by God, right? Also make sure that you're having that quality time and attention. I understand, he's in the military, but I think there still needs to be a degree of quality time and attention for your relationship to grow. You starve anything and it starts to die, right? But when you feed it, it flourishes. So you want your relationship to flourish. So I would always say, pray, FaceTime as much as possible if you have an iPhone, or talk on the phone as much as possible. Make sure you have that quality time and attention. There were times that when in the beginning stages of me seeing my husband, he would be watching something on TV, I would be watching something on TV, and I think we even did like movie dates, and we were in totally different states. So, make time, plan cute things like that to do. And I'm sure if he loves you, he will get on board. He won't have any problems doing that, because it's all about love and building up what you have together. I'll probably think of some more. Maybe I'll even do a video on like pandemic dates, things you can do, when you're not together or can't necessarily be together. And of course, that would include like people who are in long distance relationships or long distance military couple like yourself. So I hope that's been a little helpful. The key is prayer, because God can give you creative ideas and things that we never even thought of, to allow your relationship to flourish and develop into what God desires for it to develop into. Okay? Someone also sent me a dream, and I'm going to read the dream, and I'm going to tell you my basic thoughts on it and, what to do next. She says, "Blessings, woman of God. A few months ago, a co-worker I work with told me that he had a dream about me and him and his mother and a moving truck. And he said God was using his mother so mightily to preach to us. And he was telling us to go forth in the things we desire. May I ask your thoughts on this dream?" Now, here's the thing with dreams, right? Dreams are never just cut and dry. So if you dream about a shoe, it doesn't mean the same thing for everybody. But in this particular case, what matters is how you felt in the dream. Did you feel confused? Did you feel like he was just saying that? Did you feel afraid? Did you feel hopeful? Were you happy about what he was saying? All of that matters, because then that steers your dream. It could be something good, it can be something bad, it can be something in the middle, or it could just be a message God is trying to convey to you. I would also say, because it's a coworker that you work with and he was saying most of the stuff that encompassed your dreams was him talking, it matters what he represents to you. So is he a friend? Is he someone you dated? Is he interested in dating you? Is he credible? All of that kind of fuels the dream, because if he's credible, then that means you can take what he's saying and believe it. If he's not credible, or if he's shady, then I would take what he's saying with a grain of salt. But even more than that, it matters what you were feeling in the dream. Did you feel like, what is this guy talking about? Or did you feel like, okay, I'm listening to him? Like if a prophet speaks, you will begin to listen, because you know that they are giving you instructions from the Lord. So, is he a believer? Is he a non-believer? All of that plays into the dream and what it could possibly mean. So I wanted to hop on really quickly and share that. If you want to expound a little more on your dream, like who he is, what type of history you have with him, you can message me, or you can leave a comment right under the video if you want to, and I'll dive a little further into, what we can take this dream to mean. So I wanted to just hop on really quickly, deliver this video. And again, if you have more relationship videos, feel free to share. I'm going to spend the day just creating content so that I'm not backlogged, and so I don't miss uploading on the specific day that I'm supposed to upload videos. So I thank you all for watching. Drop your questions below. I'd love to stay on this relationship lane thing a little longer. So if you have questions about relationships, please ask.